Alright. Alright, what's up, specimens? Okay, so I'm in the middle of my squat routine and I don't know, man, I was inspired, man. I want to get perspective on the squat, man, because I see a lot of people online, they talk about how like you want to get away from doing squats the older you get because it hurts your body, and I want to be clear. I've been squatting, I've been doing back squats. I'm since I was 18. I'm 36 right now, about to be 37. I've been doing it for 18 years, going on 19 years. Back squats. The most important thing whenever it comes to squats and making sure that um, you don't get any injury over time is making sure that your form is perfect. Your form is literally perfect before you go up in weight. And real talk, the amount of weight that you do in squats does not matter. It's all about just doing the movement. You just got like even if you're just doing air squats, you know what I mean. Even if you're just doing like air squats daily, that's good because you want because a lot of people get away from bending and like moving their body like this. You want to keep your body malleable. That's how people like in their once they get into their 30s to the 40s, they always have knee problems because they've stopped using their body like that. So I mean that's a secret. Like you don't have to use weights, but I recommend using weights. Now, whenever it comes to the actual back squat with heavy weights, and this is my universal saying I always say, and I've learned this over time. You want to control yourself through the entire movement. When you're coming down, you want to be controlled on the way down, and then you want to come up with a little faster pace. Because you want to use those fibers. But even on the on the eccentric, when you're coming down, you're working muscles doing that. You're not just getting down so you can come back up. The entire movement is a workout. That's why I don't recommend like locking your knees when you come up or whenever you do any movement, even bench, because you want to keep that contraction on the muscles the entire time. Okay, but yeah, God, that was a lot of yapping. You know what I mean? We about to hit this. I'm gonna try to get five reps. But yeah, I'm gonna try to talk while I'm doing this. But yeah, just watch my form, watch my pacing. This is part one of a million coming. I'm always gonna have something to say, but this just came to me. Again, this is my top set right now. Let's get it. See how I'm controlled? I go all the way down. For real, yo. If you don't do any movement, if you don't do any other movement in the gym, squat's gonna be your best one. Especially if you do it right and you do high bar, because it hits your back. If you notice, whenever you do high bar, you have to keep your back tight. The bar's on my back, okay? And I gotta keep my back strong. I can't roll my back. So it's working your back. I'm holding the weight like this. So I'm, you know, tensing my upper body muscles. And of course, you're working your quads and your hamstrings. It's a full body movement, man. But if you do the form right, barbell back squat is the best movement you could do. You know, yeah, man. That was my top set. I'm about to go back down, yo. You know, I stay at 405. I'm not trying to be the strongest. I just want to maintain the strength I've had. So I've had so far. Back in the day, this was light work, yo. I'm not trying to like, I'm not trying to say, oh, look at me, but it's like age, man. Age is like a long, it's like a long progression of just being humble, yo. For real, for real. Yeah, man. Um, yeah, bro. Like I said, man, we workout partners. Ask me questions if you got questions, bro. I'm like a case study. Yo, I've been doing this for like 18 years, bro. And I've been like this. I've been like this my entire life, yo. Athlete my entire life. Ask me questions, bro. You know, I got you. Like and subscribe. You know, I'm gonna be switching up the content, but you know, this is the foundation of everything, of how I do more. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk soon. Specimen Fit.